Hey everyone, Slambo here, hopping on another contest. This one is for Nick Rudow. He asked us to show cover songs that we think are better than the originals. This contest was created as a push to 700 subscribers. I think he's well beyond that by now, so congrats. Keep up the good work. I'd love to watch your videos. But let's get into the question. 5 or more cover songs that I think are better than the originals. So I've got a few of them here. I'm starting off with just 5, so we'll keep it quick. And the first one is the very first one that I've thought of when I heard the contest theme, and that's the Singing Dogs with their rendition of Jingle Bells. This is, of course, a traditional song. Everybody knows Jingle Bells, but the Singing Dogs do it the best. This was recorded in, what does it say here? Does it say a year on it? It does not. But anyway, the single to to Jingle Bells, on the B-side they've got Oh Susanna. So there's another cover song that I think is probably better than the original, but I'm going with Jingle Bells on this one. The second one is kind of cheating because classical music gets covered a whole lot and performed by a lot of people that definitely were not the original composers. But I've got a couple here that for just one piece. So I've got Peter and the Wolf, and this is Disney's version on a 7-inch storybook and record. I showed this in my Disney collection video pretty recently. So this is Walt Disney Presents Peter and the Wolf, but that's not what I think of as the best version of that. My favorite is Weird Al with Wendy Carlos. So this one was released in 1988. So tracks 1 and 2, Peter and the Wolf, with text adapted by Al Yankovic. So he added a few little jokes in there. Music by Sergei Prokofiev, arranged by Wendy Carlos. Narration by Weird Al Yankovic, performed by Wendy Carlos and the LSI Philharmonic. And then tracks 3 through 16 are The Carnival of the Animals Part 2, poems by Al Yankovic, music by Wendy Carlos, narration by Weird Al Yankovic, and performed by Wendy Carlos and the LSI Philharmonic. So Peter and the Wolf, performed by Weird Al Yankovic and Wendy Carlos, is my second pick for cover version that is better than the original. For the third one, we're going back in time a little bit, and this is to one of my more favorite box sets, Spike Jones. This one has, let's see, I think it was 3 records. There's a track on here. And of course, I'm not going to be able to find it real quickly. I don't see it right away, but I know it's on here because I saw it on my Discogs list. It is. Oh, man, where is it? Where is it? I saw it on here. It is. Oh, come on. There it is. Way up there on Disc 1, Side 1, the Hawaiian War Chant, one of Spike's most famous and zany routines. And of course, it's upside down. That's the one that starts off with the Hawaiian guitar, the Hawaiian steel guitar, strumming away in a soft romantic style, and the narrator comes in. And so we leave the island of Lulu, spelled backwards, Ul. Spike Jones, the Hawaiian War Chant, is my third pick. Alright, next one is a little more traditional, and I'm going with one that was first recorded, as far as I could tell, most popularly first recorded by the Chips in 1956, and that's the Blues Brothers. This is from Briefcase Full of Blues, the song Rubber Biscuit, and it's right up here, track number 4 on Briefcase Full of Blues. This was released in 1978, one of several records that the Blues Brothers put out. But my absolute favorite cover song that I think is much better than the original was originally recorded by the Four Lads in 1953. And if you can't guess by now, you should know at least the group, and that's of course my favorite group, They Might Be Giants. Trying to get them into almost everything these days. Their version of Istanbul, not Constantinople. The official video for that song, they partnered with Tiny Toons, and they made the whole song, or the whole video, animated. And it's worth checking out. I know there's a version of it on YouTube on the official They Might Be Giants channel, so go take a look at that. And the Four Lads are still performing, and they've performed Istanbul, not Constantinople, as well, since They Might Be Giants have recorded it, and they get a ton of applause for that. They Might Be Giants always throws it in as it's an encore song, their first or second encores at their concerts. So I always get to hear that whenever I go to see them. So there we have 5 cover songs that I think, or cover versions that I think are better than the originals. Starting off with a couple of very traditional ones, and then some more outlandish ones, of course, from my collection. They've got to be outlandish. That's what I've got today. See you next time.